I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. With the intent on down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. In the pit, hit the hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, side. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go, go, go.
Check motion, 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 motion.
Mike's 54. Mike 54.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Good job. Good job.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Bell. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Darnold. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, we're going to start. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Now a 1st down carry by Mnl. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Wow, man, 80.
They'll give this to Bell running right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Red 80. Hey, Foxtrot. Red 80. Watch the pass.
Here's Darnold. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Snickers.
Big edge.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Check.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 3 buds.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All day, just like that.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Go, sign.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Yeah.
Go red, 80.
Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Jets nothing.
Start.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Yeah, sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Double tight, double tight.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
And that'll set them back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Get your swerve on.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida.
Run.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Black 20.
Mike 54.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Black, go,
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
All right, now.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Roethlisberger will throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Breida. And he gets it down to the 32.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick.
Here we go.
He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blocker. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
That's it, baby.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
To throw again on second down. Darnold, he's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. It's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
And he put it aside. Let's find out. Rolling to his right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's into the clear. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 67 yards.
I'm scared.
They'll run here with counter. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Mike 54.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Ready? Blue 30.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
8-yard line.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
4th and goal.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This is just a 24-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them. That feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now, He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, son.
50, Mike's 50.
It's coming this way, coming this way.
Red 80. Here we go. 50.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Me and you all day. All
Steps
day.
away to his
I'm coming
left.
after you. I'm coming
He can
after
run
you.
for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Red 80. Red 80.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Forced out to his left. He's looking deep for Bell. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Switzer. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's do it. This yours.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
No spacing. He don't know no better.
91 is the mark.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
There we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Hey, it's our house.
Joker, 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 Joker. Hey.
Deuce, 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 deuce.
Now it's Brady. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here we go. Black 80.
Check, 53's Mike.
Hey, watch the ball, Black.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
57's the Mike.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to
Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They find some open field here. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And this is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
I'm coming.
Incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
91 is the Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can't be stopped.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They'll go again with Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Red 80.
Golf.
Hey, switch.
Red 80.
Now it's Darnold. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Makes the score Jets 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions already, we'll see today. They rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence. That borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Their own 46-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Inside.
54 is Mike.
Ready?
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, what a move. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position.
Let's go, baby.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Let's go.
Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Let's go.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Catch number 44 of on the year. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On first down, Samuels. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
I'm going to come back to you.
From the 31, Roethlisberger. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Check, check, check.
50.
Check 99. Check 99.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Ready? Like 5.
57.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time to see if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Good for Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Montgomery. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing hard.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. So they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
You got tight. You got tight.
Now Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
They'll run on first down. Samuels. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Being chased out, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike's 22. Mike's 22.
Yo.
No spacing.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He'll look to throw. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
I got him.
Again, it's Bell. And some room to run now. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Here we go.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back to throw, Darnold. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.